What is up, Nerdgenic Nation, and welcome to yet another live stream watch party, but of a different show. As you can see around me, well, not like where I am physically, but around your screen, things do look a little bit different from the last stream that we had that ended last week. Now, let me know how you guys are liking this one versus the last one. I would love to hear what you think. But I'm super excited to be talking about something. Not that it's not superheroes, because I love superheroes, but I love Star Wars too. I'm not necessarily an authority on it per se, but I'm super excited to be watching more Star Wars, especially based off of like the Mandalorian world. I did miss out on the boat for a lot of Clone Wars, so I'm probably going to miss a lot of things that happen in this series and probably going forward, but I'm here to enjoy it with you guys, the fans of Star Wars, of the Mandalorian, of the Book of Boba Fett now. So I'm super excited for it. Today is our first episode. The internet is a horrible place, despite me being on the internet. I am a massive proponent of trying to avoid spoilers, but of course, because this came out at like 3 a.m. my time, people have obviously watched it throughout the day, or there's other streamers who have been up that go ahead and watch it at 3 a.m. and they have their stream. I'm an adult with a kid. I can't do that. But I'm here for you at night when you probably have time to settle down. You've enjoyed your work day. Maybe not enjoyed it, but you've gotten through your work day, maybe had dinner, whatever, or are having dinner. But thank you for joining me on the Nerdgenic channel. I am your host and resident superhero nerd, Aaron Waller. That is right. We'll put it right up there, right down. I always mess up the angles and the corners. Right down here, Aaron Waller. If you want to follow me on social media, it's Aaron Waller YT, or just search Aaron Waller. You're probably likely to find me. Have this face. But today we are talking, things are a little bit different. Same format, a little bit different. We have nerd affiliated in the house. Well, I'm an adult with a kid. I can't help it. I try and do the youngster things, but I have responsibilities. It's too hard. But I try and fit it in where I can, which is important. But things look a little bit differently if you're joining, if you were previously on any of the other streams, but this one's going to be a little bit different. Still the same concept. We're still going to be watching the episode, but the time code has moved to right up here. So we're going to have the time code right above me instead. So you're going to have that, and the time will actually be up there once we start the episode. But the way that it works is I'll press play right here, and then hopefully everything will try and be as synced as possible with you guys so that we can make it, an all enjoyable experience. We're like watching it together. It's a shared experience, but however you want to do it. I hope you have a drink, popcorn, whatever. I just have water. I know, super exciting. But it's cold water, so it has that. It's giving me the extra boost. Hey Archer, adulting is not easy. You've been going through it a little bit. You've been having that adulting hit you a little bit hard. I feel like I'm coming in really hot for some reason. Turn that down just slightly. You hadn't having it going hard yourself as of this past week or so, so I don't blame you. The way you're able to pull it off is amazing. I'll be in and out. Can't wait to hear your thoughts at the end. Yes, I will. That's perfectly fine. Anybody who's here, if you want to stay for the whole episode, I appreciate it. If you want to just hit like, if you want to come back later, whatever the case may be, and watch it on the replay, I appreciate you regardless. There's a little bit more appreciation to the people who are joining live, because I can see you and your comments and interact with you. But for the most part, we're just hanging out. We're enjoying our times together. Some of you sharp-eyed, eagle-eyed fans of Star Wars may know I'm wearing a Mandalorian shirt. It's the only Star Wars shirt I could find. I'm on brand, which is still important, but I don't have any Boba Fett. I did have another Star Wars shirt. I can't find it. So you get Baby Yoda, Grogu for this series. At least the inaugural episode. I have to be on brand. But I think we have enough chit-chat. This is episode 1. I have no expectations. I just hope it's, a fun adventure, kind of like The Mandalorian. I have a great time watching both seasons of that have been out so far. I say without further ado, we get started. Chapter 1, that's the title of the episode. I mean, I think that's what they did for The Mandalorian also. It's just title it Chapters, I think. I mean, this is a book, so it makes more sense that this is chapters. I don't remember how it is for The Mandalorian. But we're in Chapter 1, and I think the description was Boba holds court, something like that, which we know that he's going to be, bringing about the groups from Jabba's sort of generals and bringing them together and starting a whole new thing. That's all that I have to go off of this. But either way, I'm super excited for it, and I hope you are too. So I think without further ado, we should just go ahead and get started. I'm going to... gotta figure this out. Okay, so I'm gonna have to press play, because I'm trying a little bit different method this week. So I'm gonna press play here. I'm gonna bring up the timer, and I'm just gonna sync with it. I think that's gonna be the best method. So the timer, we're gonna start in 3, 2, you guys can start at home, press play. So we're gonna start in 3, 2, 1, and press play now. Right, intro stuff, usual. All right, we're synced, we're good. We're golden. I'm a huge fan of that lights thing. I don't even know what to call it, but with the different like masked helmets for Star Wars, whatever they did with that, I am a fan. Like, love it or hate it, I like it. Oh. Turn it up the volume a little bit here on my end. We're doing good on time. 37, 38. We're good. Okay. Back in Jabba's palace, as we kind of expected. Not really anything crazy there. I always remember watching like Return of the Jedi when Luke came down those steps to go get Han. That's the most iconic thing that sticks out in my mind from, at least from Return of the Jedi, other than like the Ewoks and stuff. Got Boba getting healed up. He did look pretty rough in The Mandalorian still, but looks like he's getting his Logan X-Men water, submerged in water treatment. All right, we got some flashbacks here to olden times in the Clone Wars. All I can think of now is Logan from that. What's that? Okay, so this is him when he was in the Sarlacc pit. Okay. So they're going to kind of explain how he's got out. I did hear some things about that, but I didn't really know, obviously, how well that was going to turn out. Oh no! Arnar! There was a stormtrooper that fell into the Sarlacc pit before Boba, if memory serves. But apparently this guy just gave up. He didn't even bother trying to survive. He just, that's it, I'm done. He's cooking him? He cooked the Sarlacc? From the inside. Oh yeah, you gotta get the iconic like hand bursting through the sand. I mean, it looks pretty dope. If I say so myself. Is that the actual like Star Wars theme for Boba? I don't remember. Again, I'm horrible at remembering some of these things. I can tell you the dumbest facts about Marvel, but I don't know. I don't remember. Gotta get some Jawas there. We'll loot him. Well, I mean, they did... The Boba Fett's armor was just somebody else, some guys had it in The Mandalorian, then he got it back, so he spent a considerable time without this armor. That is for sure. My man's taking a beating. I forgot what these guys were called. I want to say it starts with an S, but I don't remember. I think they're just called sand people, aren't they? I don't remember. Looking rough, my guy. They're giving him a smelling salt? Just some... He looks like Zordon. He looks like Zordon. You guys remember when Zordon came out of the little crystal thing in the Power Rangers movie? Looked like he was dressed like a tamale. That's what he kind of looked like. No one will get that reference except for me, probably, but that's okay. Hey! Oh! Just reminds me of like seals. I don't know. He's in like a full-on onesie. So if he looked that kind of like rough when he was, this takes place assuming obviously right after Return of the Jedi, all the way up until like the Mandalorian. What's the time frame on that? I don't remember. The Mandalorian happens somewhere in there. Because obviously before, if I remember correctly, all of the, yeah, because the Mandalorian happens, okay, we're not too crazy, we're not too wild. I just have a bad memory of the Star Wars timeline. The Book of Boba Fett, it's the Book of Boba Fett. Oh, they do have titles, Strangers in a Strange Land, Stranger in a Strange Land. It's called, I could have sworn it just said episode 1 on the Disney Plus. What's your thing? It's a sand person. King sand person. These guys always remind me of Mad Max. I know it's not even close to the same thing, but it reminds me of it. Oh yeah, just whack him a couple times. Maybe they're just trying to hope that he dies and they can use him for food. Her. You are not expected to live long, my guy. Not even a little. Well, I don't want to move too much, dude. This guy's like, you are gonna be eaten real quick, man. Night night. So you're gonna tell me when he unhooked that? I mean, okay. I just feel like animals had a faster reaction. Oh snap! To like, you know, if somebody like takes the hold off of them, they're gonna book. They're not just gonna be like, okay, let me stay here, and then you take a hit on it. Oh, it's the kid. Not gonna hurt the little kid. Oh, he didn't kill the little dog thing. I thought 100% he would have killed it. And this person is gonna come back later. 10 out of 10. Let's go ahead and predict it. But I don't think it's gonna end up being Fennec Shand. I mean, that'd be interesting if it was, but I highly doubt it. So we like to call a foreshadow. The desert has him now. Isn't this the weapon that he had in the Mandalorian? This little staff thing? Good luck. Oh, they're fighting. I thought he was just gonna like toss it to him and be like, hey, good luck in the desert. Fight. Anybody who throws the first swing is probably gonna end up being the loser, but we obviously know he wins, so to some degree. It's a comeback. It's a comeback win. Because he's taking a couple lumps. It's a process comeback win. It's gonna take a minute to get there. All right, you got him. Don't know. The heck is happening? Okay, whatever that was. The healing liquids have made me better. It literally was called a healing session. That was just a shot in the dark that I took, and it ended up being a lot closer to what actually is going on. Nice digs, though. I think it's a dope song and everything. Why do I get like a Black Panther vibe? Like they should be like playing like I'm on a new level. I don't know, something like that. For the most part, they cleaned up his armor though. Nope. Real awkward. What's this guy's deal? Why does it feel so weird to have just somebody talking normal? Like, is this guy acting? I feel like they just put this guy in some makeup and he was like, go tell Boba Fett these lines. Then go and get him. So am I. Please do. This guy's annoying. Ah, boo. Yeah, you get to leave. Good for you. You get to leave without dying. It's still coming in really hot. Let me put it back. That sounded like a threat. Ming-Na went so cool. I'm your boss now, so maybe. But I mean, you're basically getting like free muscle. I mean, these guys are basically ride or dies on just the fact that you're their boss. Like, pardon? That's kind of a power you don't normally get super easily, so why not just add some minions to your list? My man's got Bebop and Rocksteady. Who play the same song. Oh, they're even playing the Cantina song. A nice little riff on it. This version is dope. It's like if Santana did the Cantina band. Your loss. I feel like this is like hyper, like, focus, no? Since when is Boba Fett so, like, chill? Am I the only one who thinks that? Ah! Sick burn. Cool. That was an express. Okay. Pop the helmet back on. Admirable, if I may say so. Oh, there's gonna be a fight, because I've seen this in the trailers already, kinda. Ninjas! Space ninjas. My man, what were you thinking? You're just gonna shoot a rocket at a straight up shield thing like that? The disrespect. You gotta, like, Arkham Asylum, Assassin's Creed, like, you gotta go, like, under the legs or like do a flip over him. That was in another game too. I don't remember which one. Leave it to Bebop and Rocksteady. From every single episode, because I don't remember what they called them, I'm just going to call them Bebop and Rocksteady. Because I don't know why. That just feels like it's appropriate. Got the Mortal Kombat mask, guys. See, I may not know the names of every single Star Wars thing in Star Warsdom, but I have cool commentary, so that's why you should like, subscribe, and ring the bell notification, and be here with me live. Ninja vanish. Huh. Nice. Parkour. Okay, so I was just saying earlier, I feel like this series already looks like hyper clear. Like, obviously it's probably like 4K and all that stuff, but like for some reason with other series it doesn't seem like it has always looked so good or like so clean. Maybe that's the best way to do it. It looks kind of like overly clean, but tried to look like it was dirty and like used. I don't know, maybe that's just wild. Parkour and Star Wars. Parkour Wars. Starcore Wars? I mean, I never thought that I would see parkour and Star Wars in the same... But I mean, I guess it makes sense. If they would have done parkour like on the Death Star or something, or like where there's like a bunch of other stuff, I think that would have been interesting. Or like a Star Destroyer. But like just on Tatooine, I believe. Is this Tatooine? I don't remember. Alderaan? Might be Alderaan. This makes about... She only needs one. This kind of feels... Wow, it took that much damage. They already got to get him into the regeneration healing tank. my man should not be going out if that's the case. Or should be upgrading his armor. Of course, when you have a dream, it picks up immediately where it left off. This guy's like, I told you shouldn't have ran. Well, I mean, he told on him, so he didn't necessarily tell him he shouldn't run. He was Tattletale. Nobody likes Tattletale. Snitches get stitches, and this guy's gonna die first. What exactly are they doing? Taking him for a walk? Is this yard time? Or is he actually going to talk to somebody? Where are we going with this? Combing the desert. This was it Antleroo? They're moisture farmers. No way this has anything to do with Luke, because Luke's already an adult in this time frame. Was that spray paint, or was it something else? Alright, now that they've raided the place, let's go pick up any scraps. And GTFO. Or just not bother going at all. Okay. Not sure what the strategy was there. I like how that creature went from 100% practical to fully CG in like 2 seconds. Wants him to dig. So they just have these pods of water sitting in the sand? What the... Well, if this was a contest, Boba is 0-2. Oh, picking up the pace. Oh! Do you remember what happened to the younglings way back when? Is you about to get some, step back? Boba, don't play that. That would have been something funny if he said that when he got that So I said, Boba, don't play that. Nobody? Just me? Alright, whatever. Hey dude, we should get out of here. But you're a tattletale, so. True. He's gonna come across something else. A dinosaur? Uh-oh, is this another Sarlacc or something? No, it looks like rock. Could be something alive. It's alive. And it's taking this guy out. Oh, you better break that chain, my guy. Oh, snap. What is this, Goro? How many limbs does this thing have? I mean, it kind of like is Goro. Sand Goro. Are you gonna show him get ripped apart? Oh, that would have been sick if they would have had that guy get ripped apart. Oh no, not that dog thing. Ooh. That guy had no chance, let's be honest. Oh. Perfect aim. Oh, this Mortal Kombat is brutal. The latest Mortal Kombat game looks sick. Oh, he kind of like Minotaured himself. Okay. That's a choice. And Boba's gonna save him 2 for 2. He may not be the fastest at finding water pods in the desert, but he can definitely kill a couple creatures and save your life a couple times, so gotta take that with what you will. Nice. Can I get one of them water pods now, my guy? My dude? Drop a "you're next." Yeah. Undo the chains. Get him. Get him. Get him. It's like, I'll let you bring back the head of this thing. And take glory that you killed it. This guy just walking around with his water pod, just... Imagine if that's how... This is empty, so it has no weight to it, but imagine just walking around with my water pod, just... Yes, and my staff. Very good, son. Very good. Whatever. You may have the water. Yeah, I would say I've earned it. Thanks, Dad. I'm assuming that's the other youngling's dad. No idea. Is he gonna kick his feet up and everything too? Of course, this episode was directed by Robert Rodriguez. Got like big name after big name in the first like 4 or 5 credits. I don't think they really show anything for future episodes in this. That concept looks a little bit different than how it played out. I love seeing the concept art, or maybe it's not concept art is the best way to put it, but it makes it look so cool. Oh, she's even got like the full Assassin's Creed like arms back, like in mid-air jump. Some of this looks a lot cooler than what we just saw. Maybe that's my own opinion. But some of this art looks absolutely bananas. Okay, that one they pretty much nailed on the head. Now the bones in the background we didn't get. It would have been more ominous had they had those bones in the background. They made him look scared there, which he did not look at all to me. Boba on the throne. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and turn off the timer. Actually, let me skip ahead real quick. Yep, nothing. Alright, well, that was the first episode of the Book of Boba Fett. How do we feel? Tell me how you feel. I feel great. Okay, so let's turn off the timer. Let's do that first. We'll get rid of that bad boy. We're going to get rid of the time code on the top. All right. Let's talk about the episode. So, how did you like it? First of all, let me know your thoughts in the live chat if you are here with me live. If you're watching this on replay, I would love to hear your thoughts. If I had to say... Oh, I also have to grade the episode. Make sure you guys remind me to give a grade to the episode, and I don't forget. Because I want to keep track of it accurately this time, unlike I do every other time and just have to go back and guess. So, a couple of the pros. Definitely the visuals I felt like were very cool. I felt like they very much matched a lot of like the Star Wars world. But like I said before, I felt like things were a little too clean, a little too like visually crisp. I mean, this is supposed to be a world that's taking place after Return of the Jedi, which wasn't exactly the best time for a lot of the Empire and the Rebels. And like, even maybe it's just because it's more like a cleaner city and like it's more supposed to be more like rich than anything else. But even in like The Last Jedi, when they went to I think it's called Canto Bight, like the gambling world, like things still felt a little bit dirty and dingy then than they did here. I just felt a little bit too clean, not very like lived in. Like, oh, they built these sets brand new for Boba Fett, and we didn't bother even using the same old sets from the Mandalorian, or trying to make it look as old or lived in this galaxy far, far away. But for the most part, I think I definitely did enjoy it. I'm not a big fan of the flashbacks for some reason. They were necessary to a degree in this, though, because I mean, with Boba Fett, it was a character that for the longest time people assumed basically to be dead, right? Because from the time he was because there was Jango Fett before him, and then Boba Fett took over. Obviously, like we kind of saw in his flashbacks and memories or dreams, but then Boba Fett, we just sort of assumed died in the Sarlacc pit, and then all of a sudden he came back in The Mandalorian. So we always just assumed he was dead, but obviously he lived. And being able to show that, I think, was definitely critical. The rest of it, not so much. It kind of just felt like, basically like The Mandalorian. Like it was just trying to serve a purpose to sort of fill the episode. I didn't really feel like some of those memories and recalling things were that necessary. I'd rather they just be like, okay, he lived. He was just sort of doing his own thing. I really hope that they don't spend every single episode giving us a flashback between what happened between basically now him getting rescued, or not getting rescued, but him surviving the Sarlacc pit, him being saved by the Sand People or like taken in by them, and then his essential meeting with the Mandalorian in the Mandalorian, obviously, and going until right now, which is current time and show time, where he's taking over Jabba the Hutt's Empire, I guess is the best way to put it. So I feel like it's going to be a tough juggling act because at least with The Mandalorian, we didn't have to worry about, oh, let's have a flashback. I mean, not necessary in the slightest. We could just go forward because it was a new character. Now with this, with Boba Fett, we kind of have to explain a little bit. I'm hoping they don't do that in every single episode. Again, it was necessary. It was a necessary evil, I guess is the best way to put it for the episode. What did I not like? I didn't like that whole shield thing. That shield battle with the ninjas. I don't even know what to call them. I mean, Fennec Shan basically like took one in, like captured one and killed the other because she only needs one for information. Boba Fett doesn't need to know the other one died probably. But like the fact that they kind of like cut that story so quickly is kind of doesn't make me feel very good. Like they're like, okay, but now remember Boba Fett's hurt, so now he has to go back and we're just going to pick it up right back with the memories again. Like, okay, we kind of got that a little bit already. Do we need to do it again? I'd rather just find out what the, I hate to call him assassin. I'm just going to call him a ninja, a space ninja. What the space ninja knows, the parkour space ninja, that's what we're going to call him. We're going to call him the PSN, Parkour Space Ninja. Also at the PlayStation Network. But we're going to call them the PSN. Like what he knows or what was the whole purpose of all of this. Obviously, that's going to be something that they're going to pick up in a storyline moving forward. I highly doubt that they're just going to let that go and it's just going to keep going. But it just felt so weird the way that they like, okay, she had this cool parkour fight thing of catching up to them, and then all of a sudden she has him at, not saber, but at weapon point, and he's just like looking all like furrow-browed. And then, oh, but Boba's hurt, so we got to get him in the healing Wolverine Logan tank. That felt so off-putting and weird, like pacing-wise to me. I just wish they would have cut that whole thing and just progress the story. But I know they got to make it a thing, and I think this series goes to like February, so we're probably looking at about 8 to 10 episodes, I would guess, ballpark. If I'm not wrong, I don't know. No, probably less than that. Probably 7 to 8, I would guess. But I know they gotta get that story going, but still, it feels weird. I didn't like it. I'd rather they just progress the story naturally, rather than being like, oh, let's have some filler. Because that second part felt like filler. It looked really cool. Don't get me wrong. The San Goro was dope, and that whole fight was actually kind of cool. Sort of his interaction with the kid, which I think is very foreshadowing what's going to come later, possibly. Whether that sand youngling grows up and helps Boba Fett, I don't know. But I feel like that it's very foreshadowing of what may be coming. That's foreshadowing to what may be coming. But other than that, if I were to give a grade to the episode, it's kind of a 50-50 for me. I'm not going to put it so low as like a 5 out of 10. Because I think visual wise, and just like some of the story beats and just Boba Fett being back, kind of explaining and showing us the inside of the Sarlacc pit was pretty dope. So I'm not going to take that away from them in the slightest. If I were to give a grade to this first episode, though, I think I would have to go with something like a 7. I know that's what I go with basically with like every first episode ever, unless it's like mind-blowingly good. But I felt like they started so strong in some aspects. There's so many other areas that could be hit upon, but because they went back to that well of going back to the flashback and showing us him being put back in the tank, yes, it's good on in a way that shows that he's like vulnerable maybe, and not necessarily as indestructible as maybe other Mandalorians, or maybe as he once was, or even his father. But I feel like it was just kind of like a rehash of the first part of the episode, and it just kind of was like, can we just move it along? Like, why are we walking through the desert and all this other stuff? Like, how long is this going to go on for? And plus, I'm kind of over Star Wars and deserts. Like, I want to go somewhere else. I think that's partially why, like, Empire and and Return of the Jedi are so exciting, and even stuff like The Last Jedi or even Rise of Skywalker are exciting because we didn't spend a lot of time on a desert planet. I'm just tired of the desert planets, whether it be Mandalorian or Star Wars canon, whatever. I want to go to other places. This is a galaxy, and apparently they're all just dead sand planets. But I'm going to give it a 7. Let me write that down before I forget. I'm going to give the first episode, Chapter 1, a 7 out of 10. What would you guys rate it? Let me know your thoughts in the live chat if you're here with me live, or let me know down in the comments if you are watching this on replay. But I think that's pretty much my thoughts on the episode. Where it's going to go from here, I mean, we're going to obviously talk to the PSN, the parkour, what was it? Parkour Sand Ninja? Parkour, I think it was Parkour Sand Ninja? Something like that. I don't even remember what the analogy was. We're going to talk to the PSN and find out what's going on there. I just hope that they don't Mandalorian it too much and like feel so episodic, and like whatever's going to happen in this next episode has almost nothing to do with a large majority of what happened in this episode. But hopefully it's going to progress further. That's the only thing that I can hope. And like it actually makes sense for a thorough story in each episode is building to something. Like they did that kind of in The Mandalorian, but still at the most part, like at its root, every single episode was wildly different from the previous one. I don't know if that's a director's, writer's issue, whoever, but I just felt like that was something that they really should improve moving forward. Archer's back in, same. I thought something was wrong with me because I wasn't gassed up. I'm tired of the sand. We're like Anakin Skywalker. We're just like, we hate sand. It's rough, it's coarse, gets everywhere. But yeah, I think it's just gonna have to hit a 7 for now. I'm hoping for a better episode 2. I'm always gonna hope for a better episode each week by week. But so far I think it's strong. I think there's enough in Star Wars that hopefully it's good. Am I psyched to still be remaining in the Skywalker basically era? Not really, but for the most part, different directors each episode of Mando. Yeah, this one has a lot. I hate sand. We should make that the official hashtag of this show, is hashtag I hate sand. Or anything Star Wars anymore. But I feel like a lot of the series just they're starting to get a little bit repetitive, and I hope they kind of move out of, now that the Skywalker saga is over, we can kind of move out of it, even though we're still very much in it. I don't know if we'll have still influences, but we'll find out. But I think those are my thoughts on the episode. Let me know your thoughts on the episode in the live chat and in the comment section down below. Make sure you hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell notification so you miss on any future live streams or videos. We have them all the time from myself, Russell, Ash, talking about anything and everything. And I actually thought that I was done talking about Spider-Man No Way Home, but I think I have to make another video. Like, I was like, okay, I've made like 7 videos on Spider-Man No Way Home. And then like Doctor Strange came in, and I feel like, you know, I got like 1 or 2 video ideas out of that, just watching the trailer. But I read something today. I might have to make another Spider-Man No Way Home video. So make sure you like and subscribe so you miss on that video when that comes out. I like that the pigs fought, but it was odd that it took so long for them to get into the fight. Yeah, they were like, they were chilling in the the trough. What was the place that they called it? Like, do you want to like, because they asked them if they want to like board their pets or something like that. So maybe they were just chilling and they were like, oh snap, there's something going on outside. Maybe that's what they were doing, but who knows. I think you need another Spider-Man video. I think I have to too. What I read today was kind of absolutely bizarre, and I feel like it would have possibly ruined the movie. But I'll leave that as a teaser so you guys can check out the video. I'm going to try and have it maybe for tomorrow, so make sure you like and subscribe for when that comes out. If you want any other awesome videos, we have tons of other awesome content like my History of series, which I just got done recording a video of. It's going to be upcoming this week. I'm not going to give you any... I'll give you a hint. It's not a Marvel character. That's your only hint. You can figure it out from there. So that's going to be coming out on Saturday. Make sure you don't miss out on that. And we have other awesome videos like our anime content or our gaming content. There's so much stuff coming out of this channel, If you're not like, subscribe, and ring that bell notification, you're missing out. But that's all I have for now. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I will be back next week for episode number 2 of the Book of Boba Fett, and I hope to see you there. Thank you guys so much, and hope you have a great night and a happy new year, because I will see you in the new year on stream. But you'll still have a couple more videos until then. Thanks so much, guys. Take care and have a great rest of your night. Peace.